Hi, this is Derby Goldfish, and today we're starting a brand new video series that goes along with the unveiling of our new server, Arithia. Today is City Sunday, so I'll be showing you Cathar, which is one of our major cities. And I'm here with Mark.
Hello.
And he's been working on the project thus far, along with some of our other architects. So, Mark, why don't you tell us a little bit about where we are and, what's going on with Cathar?
Currently we're standing in the docks of the poor area, sort of like the slums, you can say.
Okay.
This is where you'll start off when you come to the city in the first time from the ship, which you will see in a later video.
Okay. So, what are these signs? It's got different blocks on them.
Yeah, we are completely revamping the property system. On Arithia, a big issue was that the leader pretty much owned the entire city and gave away the houses. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have already have a custom plugin written for it. So all the properties will be based on how many square blocks they are, so their actual size, and also what area they're in. So right now we're in the poor district, as I said. And the market value here is obviously less than the richer areas and the middle class area.
Okay,
so this is the cheap houses.
So this might be where one would find themselves, like if they would first join the server and come
definitely.
to Cathar. Okay, all right. So this is kind of like your starter area. I guess it would give you some incentive to move into the nicer areas. Because there's not much around here, is there?
There's some stores there. That's what there needs to be. But for the most part, you'll be wanting to be closer to the inside of the actual city.
Okay. So there's at least something to, achieve to obtain, correct?
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so right now it's changing a little bit, and instead of being on, a wooden road, now it seems like we've transitioned to cobble. The area is a little bit nicer, so tell us a little bit more about this.
You ventured a bit into the middle class area of the port. The port is like almost the size of Faroe itself, so it's a big area. To the right, you almost have residential houses, a few shops here and there, but mostly residential. But everything to your left pretty much has a use. It's cranes, it's storage, it's guard towers, things like that. There's also a few shops. And of course, the shipwrights, they'll be working there as well,
very cool.
at the ocean.
So right now we're pretty much coming up to the main gate, and Cathar is the only really city in all of Arithia that has such a magnificent wall structure. It's definitely one of the trademarks of the city. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the war is actually going to have a use in Cathar. A big issue with Arithia was that people would die in RP inside the cities, and we're going to fix that in the new server. So it's going to be different for every city, but for Cathar, every area inside the city walls, there's not going to be any mob spawning, so you won't have any creepers sneaking up on you and killing you in the middle of RP and breaking the immersion, losing items and such.
Right, you won't have that problem like you do in Arithia now, currently.
No.
That's good, because I know that was a big thing, and still is for a lot of other servers, so I'm glad that we've finally been able to fix that. So, show me around a little bit. I'm getting kind of lost. The city is huge, and I'm just kind of going in one direction.
You're walking a bit towards the bigger houses inside of the city.
Okay, so this is kind of like, once you start collecting some,
Yeah, this is some of the richer area. Of course, it's not the mansions and castles quite yet. Those will probably be north of the city.
So like upper middle class?
Yeah. It's still rich, noble area, but it's definitely not bad if you make it up living in these houses.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
This is the market, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the market area. One of them, I would say.
So I really like this, because before there was only like a couple of stalls, and now, it really feels like, a place that you would go to buy a lot of stuff. I love all the new meta textures that we have to go in and support a full market area.
Yeah, it's. I think we actually added a couple of hundred new textures to the resource pack since the Arithia update last time.
You hear that, guys? A couple hundred. Jeez. So that'll be one good thing for them, because I know with the additional textures, that's how we're able to create all of our custom biomes and things like that. Which, for example, like our autumn forest, I think we're pretty much the only vanilla server that has an autumn forest that doesn't use wool. So
yeah.
I think, they'll be very interested. And that's not our only custom biome either. We have a lot of them, and I'm really excited to show you guys on our biome days when those are coming up. So where are we at? What is this?
This is a hospital, sort of like an apothecary, more like, of Cathar.
Okay, so we didn't really have these in Arithia, did we?
No. And there's a reason we do in the new server. On Arithia, if you died, you would always spawn a jail, and you would have to type a command to get back to your home or your city and stuff. This server, we fixed that, so instead of actually having death messages and such, it'll say, like, you got knocked out, etc., etc. And what will happen is that you'll spawn here with the blindness potion effect, and there'll be an NPC greeting you and telling you how they found you in the wilderness, so it doesn't break the immersion and they save you.
Oh, very cool.
So you'll actually spawn in the city you choose when you start, when you make your character.
Alright, that's interesting. I can't wait to show them the character creation. That'll be fun. But we're not talking about that today, because we gotta save some fun stuff for you guys. So now where are we off to? Like I said, you guys, this city is absolutely massive. I have no idea where I am or where we're supposed to be going. So, Mark, if you would please lead the way.
Sure. Let's head up to one of the more rich areas as well. Might have to cheat and jump the fence here. But
yeah, well, I understand you guys are still working on it a little bit, so...
yeah, not all the... Yes, you can see in this road, it's not quite done yet,
right.
But it's coming along nicely.
Yeah, it's almost done.
This here is sort of a more noble area of the human city, and XX Waste City as well.
I love the roads.
See later. As you can see, the roads is a bit nicer, and here the houses look a bit more clean up, and it's a richer area inside the city, but the houses are still not the biggest.
Right.
So it's affordable compared to like the big mansions we'll be having.
It reminds me of like a little suburban area.
Yeah, definitely. It's a little enclosed district. You can see they have their own gate entrance and everything.
I'd like to live there.
So another thing
I know this one. This one's the brothel, right there. That's my place. No, I'm not taking you guys in the brothel because there's a lot of fun stuff in there that you guys will have to find out on your own. It's not YouTube appropriate. No, I'm just kidding. So where are we going? Out of curiosity, where are we at now?
Another thing our players really wanted in the old server was a sewer system in Human City. This you see here is a big sinkhole. It's caused by all the sewage water they leak down to this place, and it just caused a sinkhole in the end. And be careful you don't fall down.
Yeah, I can see that. Those ropes don't really protect you very well, so you could definitely, fall down there. But it's pretty cool. I mean, if you wanted to go exploring, there's some scaffolding, but we'll leave that for them to go and snoop around later.
So yeah, we'll definitely be having a vast sewer system of this city as well. It's gonna take a while to get that done though, because this city is so big.
I noticed. I mean, if it weren't for you, I think I'd be pretty lost by now. Which is always fun though. I always loved cities being so big that you really could get lost.
Yeah. That was a thing I was really missing in Verlaine too. There was pretty much only one main road and a few minor side roads and stuff.
Yeah,
but let's show you one of the shops in the city. Oh, didn't replace that. Anyhow, this is one of the blacksmiths.
Oh wow.
Another thing we really wanted to focus on in the new server is that there was an issue on the last server when there was pretty much only one profession house for every profession. So that kind of meant that you could only get the profession if there was an available spot. That was a big issue. So you'd have to talk to a leader to get that too.
Right.
So what we did now is that we added a lot of different profession houses. So there's at least 5 blacksmiths so far in Cathar, and even then you can make your own blacksmith if you want to.
Oh wow. Okay, so now we don't have to, we can pretty much be what we want to be in regards to professions at this point.
Yeah, it's not. You don't have to take the only open spots. You can choose what you want to be. Which is a much nicer system. And what you're looking at now, that's the Bank of Cathar.
There's little tellers in here too. So
they're not set up quite yet, but yeah, this is the bank. And it'll have a more use than just transferring your gold. But you'll see that when you come on the server.
Very
you
nice.
Can talk to the teller yourself.
Yeah, as you guys can see, we have got a lot of new stuff going on. I mean, as much as we're telling you, there's so much more that you guys are just going to have to figure out. Oh, this one. I love this little feature. This is how we're doing the new names of, inns and stuff. It's kind of like icon-based because not everybody was literate back in the day. So this is the Tarnished Harp, and this is one of the inns. This is the inn in Cathar.
There's more inns.
Is there? Jeez,
yeah,
it's so big though.
There's at least 3 or 4 of them, I think.
That is, crazy.
There's no point in showing you all of them. And
this one is
definitely
very nice.
One of the bigger ones.
So what is this all this back here?
This is just the back area. As you can see, we put a lot more effort to detailing these areas this time than we did last time.
Right. Yeah. It's rare that.
And
you see
with all the new
detail.
textures, it makes it really come along.
Yeah. It does.
This down here is sort of like a private brewery for the inn owner, the innkeeper of the city, with its own distillery, which you'll see more about that in a later profession video, I guess.
Oh. Okay, so there you guys go. A little sneak peek as to some of the new stuff we've got going on. But anyhow, moving on. So what's your favorite thing about Cathar so far? What do you like most?
How condensed it is. Like, it really feels like a city, and it's really a city that you can get lost in.
That's really is.
My feature, that you can get lost in the city, and it's just, it makes it feel so much more realistic.
Yeah. There's only a couple of landmarks that you can really understand when you're going in circles, but this is one of the guard houses. It's got like a nice little training area going on over here. But as you can see, everything is so much more detailed than it was in Arithia. The trees are all much nicer.
Another neat feature we're adding to the city is that you'll actually be buying the farms as well, and the animal pens. So as a farm you see across the stream there, that's actually something you're going to have to buy. It doesn't come with any house on it, with the exception of the one we're going up to now. That actually comes with its own farm.
Okay.
But our probably plugin, our custom plugin is going to be a lot more extensive than just housing. It's going to be used for animal pens, farms, and such.
Alright, so what we're coming up to now is indeed one of those little farmhouses. It's situated on a plot, so the land, like Mark said, the land would come with this particular house. So one thing I noticed right away is that there's a big hole. Are you sure this is done? Is this house done, or?
Yeah, it is. This is actually another feature we're adding, believe it or not. But the roof is down, and you might think who would want to buy this house. But a special feature of this house is that it comes with a little crafting bench in there if you want to right-click it.
Okay. Oh, what is... Okay. Oh, wow. So you can, like, upgrade the house. Okay, so can I do it, or...
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead. Right now you should be up on the server, so it's
Yeah.
not going to cost you anything, but it will cost both money and materials when we get it done.
Okay.
But if you go back to where the house was burnt down pretty much beforehand, it should now be
Oh,
fixed.
it's fixed. It fixed it. Look at that. It automatically fixed the house. Oh, that is so neat. So
Yeah.
if I go back in, there were more upgrades. So there's upgrades 2 and 3, and there's some more stuff. So this one said it was a bigger house. Oh my gosh, and it actually adds like a second story. This is probably one of the coolest features that I've ever seen as far as, things, like housing goes. Because I don't ever think I've been on a server that has housing like this. And oh my gosh, that is so cool.
No, definitely not. This is actually a thing I custom wrote myself, so I know how this works, and there's definitely not any other server out there that has this feature.
That is so awesome. So you guys can definitely be looking forward to that. Right now, it's only going to be done with some of the profession houses, correct?
Yeah, it's a lot of work adding 5 different types of housing and upgrades. Let me just make it day. Sorry about that. But it's a lot of work adding so many different types of houses to every plot.
Right.
So if you can imagine, just the poor area of Cathar, it has about 73 houses.
73 just in the poor area.
Yeah.
Now, does that include what's in the docks as well, or is that just
no, just the poor
So
area.
just this area over here has 73 houses.
Yeah, and I think Fairlane has about 30, so you can imagine how big the city is, and you haven't even seen it all.
Yeah, and oh wow, you guys. So as you can see, things are getting much bigger as far as scale goes. There's so much more to do and explore now in Arithia. I mean, I'm just so excited for the 21st when we'll be releasing.
Me too.
But
yeah, it would be a lot of work adding 5 different versions of the hundreds of houses we have in every city. So,
right. So
it'll take a while to get all of them merged over to this new system, but we are working on it.
So that's something you guys definitely have to look forward to. So Mark, is there anything else that you want to tell us regarding the city, or are we ready to wrap it up?
Not that I can think of right now.
All right. Well, this is pretty much the end of our first episode then. I do want to go ahead and give everybody a reminder about your characters, and this is posted in the monthly update for June. However, you guys need to attend the event if you want to keep your characters. The event will be held on June 21st, 2014, which is going to be on a Saturday. So, if you go to school or if you work, most people should be able to meet it. It'll probably be around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, but, we might be able to push it back to 5 p.m. Pacific. Just, let us know in the forums what time's best for you guys. But I do also want to remind you that if you don't attend the event, your character does die. It is an apocalypse, and an apocalypse does come with casualties. So for those of you that do attend the event and survive, you'll get a Survivor Forum tag, just a little trophy to show off to everybody. And we are giving you guys an exclusive gift that is very rare and is one of the new features that we'll be introducing. So I'm really excited to show that to you guys as well. If you don't attend the event or can't for whatever reason, if you've been active for 2 weeks prior to the launch, we are going to be giving away a veteran pack, which will help get your new character started on its feet and give you a little boost along the way. So unless you have any other news announcements or updates, Mark, I think we're going to...
There's plenty, but let's save those for the videos.
Yes. Yeah, so we've got about 3 weeks of new stuff 3 weeks of new stuff for you guys.
Every day.
Every day. So definitely check back on the website, www.arithia.com, and check back every day. Tomorrow is the Accounts of Korra, so keep your eyes peeled, keep checking the gallery, and, stock up on your credit points, because there's so much stuff that, you guys will be looking forward to. All right, so with that, I'm going to say bye, and we're going to head out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.